remarkable sources of renewable energy come in the form of biofuel, geothermal, solar energy that are all abundant and earth friendly. So what? Renewable energy is a healthier, safer, cost efficient, and more reliable form of energy. While many non renewable sources of energy, such as coal, oil, are limited, not reliable, and continue to harm the earth. Solar energy is the energy that is derived from the sun. Geothermal energy is the energy that is derived from the earth's core. And biofuel energy is the energy that is derived from plants and animal remains, such as animal feces. Geothermal, biofuel, and solar energy are all being used to enhance schools' money, or to save schools money, lower energy bills, and improve car engines. These are just some of the benefits of renewable energy that I will highlight. Each benefit helps to improve people's livelihood and the environment. The first benefit that I will highlight is produced by geothermal energy. Author Con Abney, author of article Back to the Earth, explains the geothermal technology GeoExchange as having saved schools financially and energy-wise for over 3 decades. He then later explains facts from the EPA and the DOE, stating that the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency and the Department of Energy, DOE, both coined GeoExchange as quote, the most energy efficient and cost-effective space conditioning. And Abe later goes on to tell me why, or later goes on to explain why. He explains that the GeoExchange system helps to save schools money by helping to regulate the temperature in classrooms. The GeoExchange works by running pipes underground to suck energy and heat from the Earth's core. During winters, energy is sucked through these pipes back into schools to heat up schools. Vice versa, in the summer when it's too hot in schools, energy is taken from the school, from inside the school, and sucked back through the pipes, back into the Earth's core to give the Earth more energy and heat. Also, these GeoExchange systems are more compact and require less installation time compared to many HVAC systems that are installed in homes, companies, and schools. And these HVAC systems also require AC units to be installed on the roofs of schools, which also degrades the structural integrity of the schools. But now with GeoExchange, these compactable system sizes can be stored in small closets, and the increase in size and storage space has allowed schools to build more classrooms, expand the gym, and also expand the cafeteria. Next, I will discuss the benefits of biofuel. And biofuel can come in different forms and is commonly produced from plants, animal remains, animal feces, and crops such as sunflower seeds or wheat. And author Yusuf Efekanami, who has done multiple studies on the effects of biofuel on car engines, states, biofuel is receiving increased scientific attention, and recently different biofuels have been proposed to spark ignition engines. And he states that such biofuels as methanol and ethanol are being mixed in with car engines to help reduce air pollution, CO2 emissions, and improve car engines. And the way this is done is by biofuels naturally emitting CO2 in the atmosphere, which is very convenient, and later is absorbed by plants and trees. And also, biofuel contains oxygen, and the inclusion of oxygen in car engines helps to completely burn all the fuel in the engines to A, reduce air pollution, B, to reduce CO2 emissions, and C, to prevent respiratory illnesses that are caused by the air pollutions and CO2 emissions from car engines. Next, I will be explaining the importance of solar energy. And the author John McCloy states that there are numerous benefits of using solar energy that affect health, environment, and many economies. Health-wise, solar energy is McCloy states that it helps to reduce CO2 emissions and air pollution by providing an alternative to fossil fuels. And we no longer would have to burn fossil fuels with the increased use of solar energy. He then later states that it helps the environment by cutting back on the use of water and fossil fuels. And it also provides another alternative to electric generators, which require a lot of water to cool down their systems. But now with solar energy, you no longer need electric generators. You just need heat from the sun to produce electricity. And next, with economies, he says it's McCloy states that it helps to stimulate economies by reducing the amount of people dependent on the power grid to prevent further blackouts, such as the one that happened in Texas during the winter storm. And then author Kumar Rajiv et al. States that many fluctuations occur from solar energy that are all due to the weather, such as water vapor in the atmosphere that scatters solar rays and clouds that reduces the intensity of solar rays, and states that only 50% of solar rays from the sun reach solar panels to produce electricity, which is a big amount. Overall, renewable energy will be providing many benefits and improvements to our lives. Despite some renewable energies being unreliable, it's still very important to practice renewable energy. So how would our lives be different if every source of energy was renewable? After a few decades, would climate change and global warming cease to exist? Only time can tell. Thanks, and giggle.